Is Saya Yoshimitsu the only survivor? Well, the answer, the impact this manga will have on you, and the pain you will feel. And please don't be weird saying that Saya Yoshimitsu is an eternal loli. Hello, I'm Azabe. Before we begin, know that we'll go through a brief overview from the wiki, then my non-spoiler opinion, followed by the spoilers, and the final conclusion with a rating. Enjoy watching. Susumi no Hate is a post-apocalyptic science fiction world about a solitary girl wandering in a world where humanity has been wiped out. Well, and that's all that says about Susumi no Hate on Wikipedia. Or rather, in the absence of a dedicated wiki and extended information about this manga, I rewrite on the MAL synopsis to describe the Susumi no Hate manga, which, although recently released, shines in the post-apocalyptic manga landscape like a rare gem in a sea of mediocre productions. The manga follows the story of Saya Yoshimitsu, a young woman navigating in a destroyed world in search of other survivors. My experience with consuming manga of this genre has accustomed me to low or near low quality, but Susumi no Hate manages to impress me deeply, stirring emotions and sadness that often push me close to tears as I go through its captivating chapters. However, the question that remains open is whether Saya will find other survivors or if she is the only one left in the post-apocalyptic world. In the 18 chapters available so far, the manga explores this question without providing a clear answer. Moreover, Saya is not exactly an ordinary character. There are numerous unexplored secrets that add an additional level of intrigue and mystery, especially about Saya, who is not exactly a normal human. And if you ask why, well, we'll find out later in the spoiler section or by reading this manga. I recommend you to discover more about this manga by reading it. You will explore a captivating world full of surprises with a lot of mystery and overwhelming feelings. Will Saya be able to find other people besides her, or is she the only survivor? Who knows? But if you want to find out the answer, read the Susumi no Hate manga. Currently, when I'm writing this script, it has only 18 chapters, so it's not a long read. Or if you are not sure whether to start reading this manga, watch the spoiler part. And if your answer is, but Azabe, if I get spoilers, what's the point of reading? Especially since it only has 18 chapters. Well, it does. It's worth reading, because even with the spoilers I give in the spoiler section, the impact with which this manga will hit you and the pain you will feel while reading will not be very different, even if you take spoilers. The only thing it will change, and that only slightly, is the mystery of this manga. What I mean by just a little, the fact that in case it wasn't obvious enough, the main premise of the story, beside the satire of certain subjects and the desire to awaken your emotions, is the curiosity whether Saya will succeed or not in finding other people. And after 18 chapters, I can give you a somewhat answer to this question, although it's quite vague. And since this manga has only 18 chapters at the moment I write this script, I can say much about it without giving countless spoilers or entering theories which automatically include spoilers. So without many words, let's move on to the spoiler section. Spoilers warning, attention, the part where I discuss certain events from the manga follows, so there is a risk of taking spoilers from small to extremely large ones. Pause the clip, go read if you haven't read Susumi no Hate yet, and come back here when you're done. However, if you don't mind spoilers or you have finished reading, continue from here. I've warned you in case of anything, so proceed at your own risk. Alright, now that we have reached my favorite part, let's talk about this brilliant manga without any restrictions. Let's dive into spoilers. I would start by discussing the aspect that surely interests you the most. Is Saya Yoshimitsu the only survivor? Well, the answer is quite complicated, at least for now. In post-apocalyptic world of this story, survivors are diverse and ever-changing. Some have underground mutations, others have transferred their consciousness into artificial bodies, and others are androids in search of human emotions. However, there is a rare case where Saya meets a human survivor who is 100% similar to those of our days. This encounter is bitter, though, as the man was already close to death when he was found, in the idea that he was already at an advanced age and his reasons to thrive were almost zero. And after meeting Saya and hearing all of her stories and the fact that he was the first human she met in the flesh, he chooses to end his life, going out without a mask, realizing that his life no longer has a meaning. This crucial moment marks a turning point for Saya, who faces for the first time the fear that her effort to save other survivors may be pointless. The loss of this human friend breaks her heart, and her suffering is intensely felt even through the pages of the manga. Now let's take a look at the second essential question. Who is Saya, or better said, what's Saya Yoshimitsu actually? Well, Saya is an artificial human, but not in the usual sense. Researchers tried to create humans immune to the diseases that decimated humanity, but the experiment was not complete. Thus, Saya is the only survivor of this project, along with a more extraterrestrial-looking animal, also artificially created. At first, Saya seems cold and distant, but throughout the adventure, we discover that she is much more more than just a human. With her ability to regenerate and immunity to disease, Saya is more an artificial superhuman than a simple mortal. Even the word death has no value for Saya, as the project is called Eternal Child, so Saya is an eternal child. She will not age or die from old age. And please, don't be weird and horny saying that Saya is an eternal loli. And these are just a few of the fascinating secrets of the Suzume no Hate world. I invite you to discover more about this captivating story and be surprised by the unexpected twist of this suspenseful journey. And now, the conclusion. Honestly, I could have continued discussing the other characters in the spoiler section, but I prefer to let you enjoy as much as I do, because this manga really is worth reading. If you're a fan of manga, I believe you should read Suzume no Hate. Simply put, this manga is one of the few that has impressed me so much with this team, and because of this manga, my memories have turned to the other gem of the post-apocalyptic genre, Fire Punch, a manga that provokes you emotionally as much as this one. And if that doesn't sound familiar, know that its author, Tatsuki Fujimoto, is also the creator of Chainsaw Man, another masterpiece. Thus, I think you understand better the impact this manga had on me. The fact that it is a completely new manga, which I discovered out of pure curiosity, says a lot, and it's worth reading. And the rating I give it is 9. I know, and please don't jump on me. I know I prized this manga extremely and I said how great it can be, and now I'm giving the rating 9. I know that for some a 9 rating may be a small score, and for some it may be a very high score, but again, this manga is not finished and the number of chapters is quite limited. That's why the rating for now is 9 and not 10. There's a possibility that in the future I will change my mind, for better or for worse. Wait is why I reserve the right to update the rating later with a video. After all this discussion, I hope I sparked enough curiosity for you to venture and read Suzume no Hate. If you read this manga and have different opinions or ratings, leave a comment with your thoughts. And if you want more of this type of video, YouTube suggests that you might like this clip, so give it a chance. I've been Azabe, I wish you happy reading, bye!